Jay-Z's business and when I say business, his announcements of he's selling this or selling that and making this or making that. You're not harassing him to do an album.
Nope.
Same thing with Nas. Nas is just a little more quiet than Jay-Z about his business. You gotta Google and be scrolling, be like, what the fuck? Nas made $40 million off the ring. What do you mean he caught a $120 million bag off the pharmaceutical company?
Word.
What do you mean this is Nas tattoo shop in the, you get what I'm saying?
That's a fact. But speaking about that Jay album, so you know on Drink Champs, I said, yo, Jay dropping the album.
Right.
And called me. Hey, yo, Bleek, when the last record you heard of mine that the album dropping? I said, chill. Let's just call it wishful thinking.
Everyone out here clamoring for a new Jay-Z album, but according to Memphis Bleek, there's a serious reason those projects are locked down tight, like a billion-dollar business deal level tight. When Bleek started peeling back the curtain on what really happens behind the scenes, it completely flipped the conversation about rap and money. See, from the outside, fans think it's all about the music, dropping singles, charting on Billboard, winning rap debates. But Bleek made it clear, when you're dealing with someone like Hav, that kind of thinking is way too small. Now, I'm about to play this clip for you so you can hear it straight from him. But before we dive in, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and make sure you're subscribed. Let's get into it. This is the bull right here.
That's why when Nori was telling me to do this show, I was like, yo, N.O., like, I don't want to bring up no bullshit. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to be up here talking about this to go viral. Like, we all real niggas. Our story and who we are going to go viral just off the moves we make.
Right.
And I want to teach the niggas coming up, the young niggas, that after rap, it's still life.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They think that you got to rap forever, and it's like, nah, dog, I rap when I want to because it's fun.
Right, absolutely. Like, look, let's think about this, and I know I keep using them, whether it's Nas or Jay-Z. Jay-Z's business and when I say business, his announcements, whether he's selling this or selling that and making this or making that. You're not harassing him to do an album.
Nope.
Same thing with Nas. Nas is just a little more quiet than Jay-Z about his business. You gotta Google and be scrolling, be like, what the fuck? Nas made $40 million off the ring. What do you mean he caught a $120 million bag off the pharmaceutical company?
Word.
What do you mean this is Nas tattoo shop in the, you get what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Those are the moves that really matter, and until people understand it, they're gonna think that podcast, oh, you're this podcast, whatever, because they're not gonna be compared to, because you gotta think about, these are two-time greats. People have arguments who you like better than these two, but the business acumen to where
they both going.
Right,
it's
exactly.
Crazy. They both moving.
Yes.
But speaking about that Jay album, so you know on Drink Champs, I said, yo, Jay dropping the album.
Right.
And called me. Hey, yo, Bleek, when the last record you heard of mine that the album dropping? I said, chill. Let's just call it wishful thinking. And was like, yeah, man. He was on the phone trying to see if Guru was leaking some shit to me.
Right.
I'm like, nah, I can't tell him my dog Goo.
Right, exactly. But see, that's, and I know y'all have a different dynamic, but that's just another thing speaking to the level of business. It was a time, I don't know if 444, whatever album it was, and I know Juan's a shout out to Juan. Juan is just another that,
oh man,
he been up since I was 4 or 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about these are two very smart businessmen. So I'm not sure if it's 444, what album it was. But the album was platinum before it came out because it was in a phone.
Yeah, no, that was Blueprint 3.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that was
BP3. Like, these got this no, forget it.
Yeah, I remember
when you do shit like that, it makes you be like, yo, what am I doing this for? You get what I'm saying? If I've been doing music this long and I ain't busting these type of moves, I need to figure out something else to get around that. Even if I'm not close. The rap I'm doing is not comparing to teaming up with a phone company
and selling
a million
before
units before the even drop.
Is insane.
Right.
Yeah,
so
that was BP3. That was different.
That's when I'm like, y'all get to a single or song when I get to that, my nigga. Because if them ain't the moves, them ain't the move.
No, I give you that for sure, man.
Right.
What's your relationship with Santana?
Jewels?
Yeah,
I haven't spoke to him in a while, but you know what's crazy, Jewels? I'll say 3 months ago, we spoke for a minute on text, and he wanted me to do a record for him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he wanted me to do a record. He sent me the record, and, you know, it was good. I'm not saying it wasn't good, but I'm like, we haven't done music in so long, it gotta be a moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that record he sent wasn't a moment. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm not really in the music space. If I do some shit. But if me and you gonna do a record, it got to be a real moment because we haven't done nothing in a while. Like for instance, I give you a great example, right? This word to everything I love. I ain't gonna name the companies or whatever. It's, you know, billion-dollar companies call me, yo, we wanna do this for Cam. We can call Mason, see if we wanna do this. Yo, do a freestyle, we'll give you X amount of dollars. Yo, or if you shoot a video for our company, give you X amount of dollars. Or yo, if you pop up right now to so-and-so festival, we got $500,000 for you, So I'm like, you know me, I ain't gonna hold you. When we was doing this deal, that we up for this, what it is. See, that's why I can't argue with Mace. I'm gonna be totally honest. I can't argue with the. You gotta realize, he coming from Bad Boy, so he like, I'm watching everybody.
That's right.
I don't trust none of you. That's right. I think we've been doing this show. September makes 2 years. I think he just started trusting me in May.
Yo, shit.
Like again, you know what I'm saying? I'm exaggerating. That's my brother. Everything. That's my brother. So like, when we doing this deal, it's hit me. I'm talking shout out to Rich Kleiman, all the helped out Gilbert.
Rich, man.
Yeah, Rich Kleiman. I'm talking to Gilbert Arenas. So the deal is like 3 million, 4 million. They's like, Kim, that's a lot for this space right there for a year, So I'm like, Mason said 4. I talked to everybody like, nah, Kim, we not doing that. I'm not signing for 4 million. I'm like, Mason, this is like we have experience in this. Damn, I can't do nothing that's 8 digits. I just can't do it. And I'm like, so now the shit up to 6 million, 7 million, 8 million. I said, Mace, this is unheard of.
That's
like, off the rip? No.
Off the rip.
If you want to give it, Cam, if you want to give up, you take 3 million. And I take 6.
Yo, shit.
That's fine with me, but it has to be there. So then they get 8, 9 million. You get to 10 million. I say, you 8 digits.
Right.
And then say, the low 8 digits, Cam.
Yo, chill.
Here's the thing. Fans always fall into the trap of thinking rap is just about bars and punchlines. Listening to Memphis Bleek break down Jay-Z shows you that the real power in hip-hop isn't just lyrical, it's strategic business moves. People always ask why Jay-Z moves the way he does, why albums take forever, and why the info stays so locked down. But when your music is tied to a billion-dollar brand and major corporate partnerships, this isn't just a mixtape drop. You can't treat it like that. Remember the Samsung deal with Magna Carta Holy Grail? Reportedly, that move sold 1 million copies before the album even officially hit the shelves. That right there tells you everything about the mindset. This isn't just rap promotion, this is full-on corporate strategy. So let me ask you, do you think Jay-Z keeping his albums this locked down is smart business, or does it just make fans wait too long? And after hearing Memphis Bleek break it down, do you think more rappers need to start thinking like entrepreneurs, not just artists? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and let's keep the conversation going. Peace.